What's up, you movie maniacs, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. It's time for another Quickie. Got a nice movie haul for you guys, and a lot of great pickups, so let's get into these shenanigans. First up is a 3-movie box set of, it's a trilogy that I honestly have not seen in a long time. I think I remember seeing parts 3 and part 1 a little bit, but yeah. It is the, It's Alive trilogy. Little box set there with 3 of the movies from the series. Who put this guy out? Scream Factory put this sweet baby out. Was going for dirt cheap, so I wanted to pick it up, even though I'm not really a fan of the movies. But it's been a long time, so I'm looking forward to kind of checking them all out for the pretty much first time, because I was really young when I watched these, and I was kind of creeped out by them. But it's pretty much a series about a mutant baby that kind of runs amok. Well, in like the first one, the parents just, I remember they discard it, and it pretty much just attacks it. It's really weird. I mean, you can see what the baby looks like. I throw that little bastard in the trash as well. But that's the baby of the movie, and that's the first one. It's pretty much a simple premise that I remember. The second one continues it somehow, but I don't remember a damn thing about number 2. But It's Alive Again is the sequel. And then the last one, I remember a little bit of it, but it's Island of the Alive. And it's pretty much an island full of discarded, mutated babies that I remember. And it's just absolutely batshit crazy. Michael Morrarity is in this one, and that's pretty much the highlight of the film, because he's just ridiculous like he is in all of his roles. He's so entertaining. But I'm kind of like looking forward to kind of revisiting these ones, because it's really been so long that I do not remember like anything other than the first one. I remember the baby was in the sewers running around, and just the third one, the weird island concept. It was just a really weird series. Really glad to have it in the collection, because it's weird, but it's definitely something you need to check out for yourself. It's an oddity to say the least. But that's number 1 down. Next up is a movie it's a classic horror film, thriller, and I've never seen it before. Wes Craven directed it. I guess it's just the subject matter. It's one of those kind of rape, revenge, kind of like real life horror movies. And yeah, I just never got around to watching it. But it was dirt cheap in a steelbook format, and I was like, you know what, I might as well pick it up, because you can't really beat $10 for this flick. The movie I'm talking about is Last House on the Left. And I know it's a pretty big classic. A lot of people have seen it, but I've just avoided it my entire life. I guess it's just because of the subject matter, but Wes Craven's earlier work, really great stuff. So figured I'd pick up this steelbook. It was, like I said, I believe it was $10 at FYE. And kind of said, hey, why not? I don't have it in the collection in any format, so just nice little addition. Arrow put this one out, so I mean, $10 for an Arrow release is ridiculous. So I was an idiot if I would have passed it up. But I don't really know much about the movie other than it's kind of like a home invasion kind of flick, from what I understand. But yep, The Last House on the Left, Wes Craven's, one of his earlier films. Let's keep moving on to a movie I have seen before, a classic science fiction film. Just amazing stuff. George Pal produced this baby. And if you can't guess it from that, I can't help you. But the movie is The War of the Worlds. And this sweet baby is a Criterion release. A beautiful transfer, like all Criterion films. And it's newly released. They just came out with this, I think it was late last year. They came out with this one, but looks fantastic, and just really wanted to upgrade it because I have the DVD version of it, but I guess that's a good transfer, but I wanted to just make sure it was the best looking it could be, because it's just a really fun, colorful science fiction film. I actually reviewed this one a long time ago on the channel, so check that out if you're interested to see my take on a classic science fiction film. War of the Worlds, just amazing stuff. Really cool, great addition, and a great pickup. So glad to upgrade that to Blu-ray. Next up is a movie I have not seen before. But it looked like a lot of fun. What year did this come out? It is 1975. It's kind of a 1975 like action hitman kind of film. It's pretty much like a team of specialists being hunted down by an assassin. That's the gist of it, I can tell. It's got a great all-star cast. The movie I'm talking about is Killer Force, with Telly Savalas in kind of the lead assassin role, I guess. But it's got a whole bunch of people in there. It's got Peter Fonda, it's got O.J. Simpson, Christopher Lee. Who else do we have in this? Maud Adams from Octopussy, if you remember. Hot little number. But yeah, it's just got a really all-star cast. Looks pretty fun from the trailer that I watched. And that cover art's pretty badass for the price alone. So, Killer Force. Nice Telly Savalas starring flick. Looks like it's action-packed and a lot of fun. And Kino Lorber actually put this one out. But I did not pick this up during the Kino Lorber sale. This was, I believe it was at like a used movie place that I usually go to. And it was going for really, really cheap. So I was like, why not? I want to say it was like $7. But Killer Force. Looks like fun. Well, let's move it on to another fun film. This is an 80s action film. Kind of that urban action stuff that happened in the 80s where like there's a lone guy who's just trying to clean up the streets. I don't own a lot of this guy's films, but his earlier stuff are fun. The movie I'm talking about is Out for Justice with Steven Seagal. I remember growing up, just like any time a Steven Seagal flick was on, I would just watch it and have a hell of a lot of fun with it. And I have not seen this one in so long. So kind of looking forward to checking it out and just seeing some of the action bits. It's been so long. I get a lot of the Steven Seagal films mixed up. I don't even know if anyone knows that one where he goes into this bar with a pool table and he's asking for Bobby Lupo. Anyone see Bobby Lupo? I don't know what that's from. If you do, please put it in the comments below because I want to see that one. That's been a while and I always love that line. I always crack up every time. But Steven Seagal, don't have a lot of his films, but figured I'd put it into the 80s action category in my collection over there. But yep, fun and a little bit different from what I usually review on the channel, but I love all kinds of films, not just obscure horror flicks. But let's keep moving on to a movie. I swear to God I don't have this in the collection already, but if I do, it wasn't that expensive, but I needed to have it upgraded to blue. I don't think I have it on Blu-ray. I know I have it on DVD, but the movie I'm talking about is John Boorman's amazing fantasy film, Excalibur. And I don't know if I think I might own this already, but I don't know. It's an amazing film. Definitely check it out if you're into kind of like that 80s fantasy style stuff. This one's really, really atmospheric and surreal. There's a lot of kind of really heavy fantasy elements in it. It's almost dreamlike throughout it. Really, really cool stuff. But yeah, it definitely feels like you're transported to a different world in this movie. The cast is great. John Boorman, like I said, as the director, he does an amazing job with just the look of the film. I'm actually writing a review for one of his other oddities, the Zardoz with Sean Connery. That's in the works for a video review coming up. I just love the guy's style. He just really, he infuses it with just fantasy. Every one of his films is just magical in some way, shape, or form. But Excalibur, upgraded to blue, I could have already had it. I have no clue. I'm starting to lose track of what I have and what I don't have. But it's nice to have it in the collection again, or for the first time, regardless. But let's keep moving along to a sweet little double feature. I believe these are Spanish horror films. Yeah, I think so. But the movies that I have in this double feature pack from Scream Factory is Night of the Sorcerers and The Lorelei's Grasp. I know that I did a video review for The Lorelei's Grasp. I did that probably 2 or 3 years ago. I don't know. It's flying by. The Night of the Sorcerers, I do not believe I did a video review for that one. And if I didn't, I'll have to do one in the future because it's an entertaining flick, to say the least. I believe Night of the Sorcerers was directed by the Tombs of the Blind Dead guy. I want to say. But yeah, great double feature. I mean, both films are fun. I think I like The Lorelai's Grasp a little bit better than The Night of the Sorcerers, just because the whole concept, Helga Line's in it, she stars in it, she looks amazing, and just the whole concept's cool. But this double feature is pretty much just a nice little upgrade from my two DVD releases I have of this film. I think I had a double pack from, I don't know who put that out, Anchor Bay or somebody back in the day. But Screen Factory put this guy out, and just nice to have these two films upgraded to Blu-ray. I really like, I mean, I don't mind double feature packs, but I always like to have an individual case for each movie just to kind of give it respect. But cool double feature, and I don't know if you can even get these movies separate on their own, so good to have it in the collection, upgraded to Blu-ray. And fun Spanish horror flicks. Definitely check these two out. Check out the Lorelai's Grasp review to get a little more in-depth look at it. Really fun stuff. But next up is an adventure comedy from the 80s. Only the 80s could put this film out. And it's what I remember watching when I was really young. Probably too young to be watching this kind of stuff. But yeah. It's like an Amazon adventure kind of... Amazon women adventure kind of flick. And it is Cannibal Women in the Avocado Jungle of Death. That's hell of a title. But I can tell from the cover that you know what my little perverted kid mind was like, ooh, boobies. But it's just, I remember it was a really funny, weird, out there flick. Who's the main guy in it? I don't like him per se as a person. Bill Maher. He's kind of grating nowadays, but back then he was kind of fun, goofy. And Shannon Tweed's in this one, Andrea Barbeau. Just a fun 80s flick with a weird concept. And the execution's just like softcore silliness, you know? It's just like it's a harmless kind of sex comedy without sex, really. It's just kind of tame, but it's fun and ridiculous, and I believe it is the 80s, right? I think it is. It's gotta be. But, yeah, I saw somebody was selling it, and I was like, you know what? I totally forgot this film until I saw that someone was selling it, and I was like, you know, why not? Why not give this another look? See how it looks as an adult. But I'm really looking for that one. Just silliness. I never owned this on DVD, any other format, so interesting to have in the collection. I've got a lot of interesting flicks in the collection, that's for sure. And we're going to round out this one with a movie that was kind of a mistake in buying it. I don't know if you guys have been a fan of the channel for long, but you might notice that one person comments pretty much the same thing in every video I put out to review a movie called Creature. Well, I got the wrong Creature flick, so sorry about that. You're going to have to keep hounding me about this Creature film you want me to review, but I got the wrong Creature flick, but it looks kind of interesting nonetheless. It's on DVD. I don't buy a lot of DVDs anymore, but this one is Creature, directed by William Malone. So it's like a sci-fi, looks like Aliens ripoff kind of film with a pretty decent looking cast. Klaus Kinski's in it. The rest of the people I really don't know much about, but I mean the creature looks kind of cool, and the effects look decent enough. It's an 80s movie, 85, so who knows, this might be pretty cool. It might be a nice mistake on my part, but yeah, I don't know anything about this. It was just a blind buy. I saw it was cheap, and I thought it might be that same movie that guy was requesting. Nope, it's not, so you're gonna have to wait a few more years until I get to that one. But yep, this is Creature on DVD. I don't know. We'll see. But guys, that's it for this little movie haul. We got a shit ton more to go through. My second part 2 Kino Lorber is being delivered Tuesday. I got another stack, or 2 more stacks, to make 2 more different videos of movie hauls. But, and I got, like I said, Zardoz is in the work. I got another Italian crime thriller, just over-the-top massacre kind of film in the works, and a few more video reviews in the works. But never stops here, finding great films to talk about. But guys, that is it for me today. Hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe, and leave a comment below, because I'd love to hear from you. But until then, I'll see you the next time I'm in front of a camera talking about movies. Take care, guys, stay out of trouble, and see you later. See ya!